Hello and welcome to Hank Games That'll Hank. My name is John Green, manager of the AFC Wimbledon Wimbly Womblys. Today taking on Blackpool in the all-important EFL Cup, the England Football League Cup. Why is it all-important? Well, because if we can win a bunch of these games and get into, like the quarterfinals, the semifinals, it starts to be good TV money, which we could use for all of the January business we're going to need to do. Because here's the thing about AFC Wimbledon. They used to have the smallest stadium in League Two when they were in the fourth tier of English football. Now they have the smallest stadium in League One in the third tier of English football. We need to kind of overperform in some of these cup competitions in order to have a reasonable chance of moving up in the leagues. You can see there, Reece Oxford, our new signing. Don't have a nickname for him yet. Any nickname suggestions are welcome. His ears stick out a bit. By the way, in a stunning turn of events, it's raining in England. There's Ball John Green and his magnificent mustache. I mean, the FIFA 17 mustache is high quality. I can't help but notice that there's not a nice back of shorts moment, which is a little disappointing. I like there. Maybe? No. We get the back of the Blackpool shorts, but they don't have a sponsor back there, Meredith. They don't have anybody to cover the liminal space between thigh and buttock. We've got a lot of Blackpool coverage here in this early game. I know that we're playing away from home, but still I would expect a little more AFC Wimbledon shots since that's my team. I don't really need to know that these guys are rooting for each other. There's a little bit of a DFTBA Nerdfighteria. There we go. All right, we're getting started. It's going to be a big day for us. So today I want to talk about 100 Days, this YouTube show that I'm doing. You can find it over at youtube.com/100days. Meredith, who you know best as AFC Wimbledon's assistant manager, but also has other jobs around here, is writing much of the show and is sort of organizing the structure of it, I guess, like the thematic structure of it and everything. And Zulea in our office is organizing the actual physical production. Sheridan is shooting it along with Seth Radley, a longtime nerd fighter who's working on that show. It's been so much fun to work on, and also so interesting to really try seriously to change my life. I have never been a physically fit person, and for a long time I was extremely dismissive of physical fitness. I thought that it was almost like a kind of weakness to pay a lot of attention to your body. Who cares about your body? I in some ways I was almost kind of destructive toward my body because it was this almost burden that I had to carry around with me everywhere I went, rather than an integrated part of. Well, that was very lucky. Rather than an integrated part of myself. I thought of my body as not me, for lack of a better term. That's a really good move from John Green. Really good. And then, it's a magnificent finish. Oh, he's big, he's tough, he has a ginger puff. Other John Green. It's beautiful. Oh, look at that. He ran away from goal, and then lately, he's just been firing it very hard directly at the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper, fearful, has been running away. That's 3 goals in 2 games for John Green. The strike partnership working magnificently. Lyle Taylor and Tom Elliott getting a little annoyed by their lack of playing time, but it's not my fault that the John Greens are playing so brilliantly. You know what they say, always pass it right in front of your goal, just like that. So, I mean, the first thing that I've taken away from 100 Days is that when I separate my body from myself, I'm doing both my body and myself this huge disservice. Almost immediately, I mean, I wasn't coming from, it's opened up for him again. Oh! Whoa! The John Greens connect and combine, and it's magnificent. John Greens balled another John Greens. They're the best forwards that Wimbledon has ever seen. Look at this. He waited too long to try to dink the keeper, but then Ball John Green comes in with a magnificent finish, and it's 2-0 up against a humiliated Blackpool just 24 minutes into the game. Blackpool playing at home in front of their 30,000 fans, and at this point, you might as well just go home because Wimbledon is just gonna dominate today. Who is this Tom? Why is Beer playing when he's so incredibly tired instead of like Reevesy or something? Just poor man management by Usiasi manager. That's why. That's nice though. That's good as well. And then to John Green, and then he's just gonna hold it up and wait and wait and wait. And there's the pass. And there's another pass. Oh, is he gonna get there? Is he gonna get there? Oh, magnificent stuff, though. Probably could have finished if I'd done something other than just hit the B button repeatedly very hard. So, right, almost immediately I noticed this, like, huge increase in increase, I don't know, this huge, like, benefit to my mental health in doing 100 days. That like, aerobic exercise gives to me what I thought, or like what I hear meditation gives to other people, what I thought meditation might give to me, and it kind of hasn't. But aerobic exercise is just tremendously good for my mental health. I mean, there's a lot of science about this. I am not the only person who has ever experienced this benefit. In fact, some studies say that exercise is as important as CBT and medication. And, you know, it's not like I've stopped taking my medication or anything like that, or like I think I'm going to be able to stop taking my medication. But, like, it is a huge, huge impact on my mental health to be exercising regularly. So that's the first thing, and really the most important thing, because it's caused me to stop seeing myself as separate from my body, but instead understand that, like, you know, they are interacting with each other and kind of contingent upon each other. And then the second thing that's really been a profound realization for me is that when I watch sports now, I think about the fact that the people who are doing this, what I'm watching, are doing it with human bodies, like a human body that is not that dissimilar from my human body. And that makes sports amazing. Speaking of amazing, oh, God, you got to finish there, John Green. It was a beautiful move, and then he was on his weak foot. It was kind of my bad. Probably should have passed other John Green. Need a little more like passing in the box, but I felt so good about how that opened up for me. We need to make substitutions so we don't get players injured, because I can't believe that I let Tom Beer, who's a 57 skill level, play with that bad of anyway. Does anybody else really need to come out? You know, I think it's time to bring out the John Greens, Meredith. No reason to get them injured here in a cup tie. Time to bring in T.S. Eliot and Lyle Taylor and see if, you know, maybe they can put some magic together. The John Greens up 2-0 in the second half against Blackpool. You've got to feel good about where we're going, where we are. And I'm starting to hear some calls in the stands for professional skill level. I say, hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, it's John Green. Is he going to score with the final touch of the ball? Oh, he very generously tried to pass it to his husband and co-parent, Ball John Green, but it came to nothing. Like so much effort in this world. When you're generous, you know, sometimes it works out. Other times it doesn't. That's good. That's good, John Green. I know you're tired, but you can do this. You can do this. You can do this. Do you see your husband? You see your husband? It was beautiful. Oh. Broken up at the last second by a great Blackpool defense. Okay, maybe we're never going to get to make these substitutions. Maybe this is just life now. This is going to be forever. Oh, I've been unjustly maligned. And then they're calling it, they're saying, what if I don't want the advantage? Anyway, when you recognize that what players are doing on the field, they're doing with human bodies that are not that dissimilar from your body, and you think about all the things that your body does on a daily basis, that was almost excellent. It just becomes kind of amazing. Like it makes sports just magical. And so I've really enjoyed that aspect of it. Oh, headed over the bar. Oh man, it's disappointment for Reevesy. It's a wonder that he was able to get his head on that ball, considering that he is 5'3" tall, but he was quite open for it. Manager Osi very disappointed. Usi? Nobody knows for sure. It's like Gillingham. And then the other thing that I've learned, or I guess like my current big takeaway from 100 days. Oh, that was just awful. I apologize to my friends and family. It's just careless. It's careless. That kind of carelessness is unacceptable at this level. Is that you cannot, people always say like you can't outrun a bad diet, and you really can't. You cannot out-exercise a bad diet. You don't, I mean, for me, like I'm not exercising to lose weight, which, you know, like at this point I recognize that like the reason exercise is going to be part of my life for the rest of my life is because of the mental health benefits of it, which are huge. Just and also the physical health benefits of it. Like I feel better, I feel stronger, I worry less about my health. Like I feel like I'm doing what I can. And then also there's a diet advantage to it because you start to see at its best, you know, when it's working, which is not always for me, you start to see diet as like a thing that you have to like diet not as like a temporary thing, but as just nutrition. Like I have to be nice to my body because if I'm nice to my body, there will be benefits. You know, there will be ways in which, like, you know, my life becomes less bad. And when I approach nutrition that way, rather than thinking like, oh, I've got to do this or I've got to do that, what a move from Lyle Taylor. What a move from Lyle Taylor. The Montserratian Messi. That was wretched. That was wretched. Not even close. I want to apologize to my friends and family, everybody who put faith in me. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know, maybe that's an example of Lyle's head just not being in the game right there. Just being a little bit off the game. Maybe frustrated because he's not starting. I don't know. I'll have a talk with him after the game. But that was a reprehensible finish. Finish? It's like nobody knows how to pronounce that word either. Yeah, I don't know. I've had a really good time. I thought that it was going to be kind of like a huge burden that I would take on to try to make myself live longer. And instead, I've just mostly had a really good time. Like, I've really enjoyed learning about health and exercise. I've struggled a lot with the diet side of it, but the fitness side of it, it's just been awesome. It's just been wonderful to feel like I have the chance to transform, you know, my body and my life, and that like that transforming my body is part of you know, having a healthy and productive and fulfilling life as a self. So that's been good. Also good, a really good performance from AFC Wimbledon. A nice 2-0 victory. Comfortable, I would say. Not dominant, not like overwhelming, but comfortable. Good, solid. We got the John Greens 30 minutes of rest here in the second half. Overall, I'm happy. I would have loved Lyle Taylor to finish that shot, but he didn't. And we're going to move on with our lives. And onward and upward for the Dons. Thank you for watching. Best wishes.